Guardian here, and today we're gonna be playing the demo for Scarlet Nexus. This is a game that I've been looking forward to ever since its announcement because it gives me a lot of Astral Chain vibes. I love Astral Chain. It's a lot of fun. This game really gives me a lot of vibes. Um, I should mention though that I actually did play the demo on Xbox. I did play this on my brother's Xbox, and I really enjoyed it, but now it's on PS4 now. It's on PlayStation now, so now I can actually stream it and show you guys what makes this game so fun. I would definitely, my impressions of the demo when I play on Xbox, it's really fun, definitely. I'm really loving this game so far. And now I'll show you guys why it is that I'm so excited for this game. So, let's get into it. Before starting, to the yes. Accept. Brightness. Yeah, that's good. English. Let's go Japanese. I prefer the Japanese voices. Normal. Just put normal. And then options. Auto lock on. I'm actually gonna turn. Or actually, no, I'll keep that on. Camera tracking. I'll turn this off because that basically makes it to where like every time you turn left and right, the camera turns left and right. And honestly, it's kind of annoying to be honest. Camera motion, enemy display, mini map, map display, auto scroll, voice, camera sensitivity. Sorry about that. I'll let me put the camera to like 4. I think that's good. Let's never change. Would you like to save? Yes. Brightness, we already did that. Controls, right. And this music, man, it's so good. I love the music so far in this game. I'm really loving it so far. Alright, that's pretty good. Actually, no, I'll turn off auto lock on, so that way I can do it manually. Yes, save that. Alright, let's play. Look at the story experience. Yeah, you can choose between Yuito and Kasane. My personal favorite is Yuito. I like him a little more because I feel like I can do more combos and stuff. Not to say that Kasane I can't do any combos. She's great too. They're both great, but I'm more on edge with Yuito. I'm a little more on him. He's more fun to play, so I'm gonna go with him. Yuito Sumoragi comes from a great family who are descendants of the founding father, cheerful and optimistic, with an unwavering and kind heart. Alright. Play the tutorial. I mean, I pretty much know how to play, but I'll do it so that way you guys can get an understanding of how it works and stuff. It's funny because I remember talking about how like this game gives me Kofi moments, but honestly, the only thing really this game has that's Code Vein-esque is you can have like a party with you. You can have like AI partners. You know, you can have 2 AI partners with you. Move camera controls. Move the left thumbstick, and then control the camera with the right thumbstick. Reset camera with the left thumbstick. Alright. Full tutorial. Yes. Jump. I love the tutorial theme so much. It's so good. The nieces, hold R2, there. Lock on. Lock onto enemy with R3, press again to disengage. Lock on onto enemies is a base attack to complete fighting. Lock on as soon as you encounter an enemy. Alright. Yeah, the psychotext or the psychokinesis is really fun to use. Yuito fights using his power, psychokinesis, and with his sword. The attack range of his sword is short, but he can overwhelm enemies with his fast attack. He attacks enemies one by one at a close range. This weapon attacks with square slightly charges the psychokinesis gauge, using a mix of weapon and psychokinesis to dispatch enemies. Alright. Any with the weapons that want to make a lock on you, that enemy. Yeah, but I turn it off, so it's... I just prefer it being manual so that way it doesn't, because sometimes I want to be able to just freely hit enemies. But yeah. R1, where's his target? Is this the demo or the full game? No, this is the demo. How you doing, Boom? How you doing? Great to see you. No, this is the demo of Scarlet Nexus. This came out a week ago on Xbox, and then just today it came out on PlayStation now. It came out on PlayStation, so now you can get the demo on PlayStation now. I have played this before on my brother's Xbox, and I played it a bunch of times, so I pretty much have the combat. I pretty much know how the combat works for the most part. It's a lot of fun, this game. I just started streaming this the demo on my PlayStation now. Due to a special attack, press triangle while moving to perform a moving spin attack in a wide area. The psychokinesis gauge will recover greatly, and this combos will allow you to sustain the gauge. Can only be used once per combo, but learning other skills can increase the amount of times it can be. Yeah. Rush follow-up attack. Perform a weapon attack with square. When landing a psychokinesis attack, hold R2 to close the distance to an enemy with a rush follow-up attack. So this is like back, throw something, and then square. There you go. Psychokinesis follow-up attack. When a square or triangle attack lands, performing a psychokinesis attack by holding R2, resulting in a powerful psychokinesis follow-up attack. Consumes a lot of the psychokinesis gauge restored by using square or triangle. How do you like it so far? It's really fun. It's really fun. When I played this on Xbox, I played it a bunch of times, the demo. I played it so many times. It's so much fun. This game's a lot of fun. This gives me a lot of like Astral Chain vibes. That's what it really reminds me a lot of. And the psychokinesis like abilities you can do, it's a lot of fun. Enhancing rush, psychokinesis follow-up attacks. Learn the rush follow-up attack and psychokinesis follow-up attack skills. Increase the amount of times they can be used. Chain together a rush follow-up attack with a psychokinesis follow-up attack, and then another allows you to deal heavy damage. And wait for this guy to attack. You can view what you learned in the tutorial again from the help screen and the library or the main menu. Yes. Alright, now we get into the main mission now. And let me tell you, the main game, there's a lot more to it, actually. Like, you think, like, that's it, it's just simply doing psycho attacks and then, you know, doing, like, some sword combos here and there, but it's actually a lot more deep, actually, as you'll see later. Um, like, the combat in this game, a lot of fun, so much fun. And both characters are fun to play. I mean, I like Yuito a little more, the character I'm playing right now, Yuito. I like him a little more because I feel like I can do a bit more combos with him. But Kasane's pretty fun too. I like her, she's really fun too. But Yuito I like just a little more.
Narukami 隊長、質問よろしいでしょうか。
ユイト、そんなかしこまらなくてもいい。海抜軍は絆を重視するため、名前で呼び合う慣例がある。みんな見た目と年齢が釣り合ってないしな。階級だってまあ給料の計算のためについてるようなもんだ。
海抜軍が重視するのは強さだけだって覚えておきゃいいのさ。
ざっくり言えばそういうことだ。で、質問ってのは？
はい。まだ渡るが到着してないようですけど。
渡るは我が隊のオペレーターだ。本部から指示をくれる。
俺の超能力なら半径500キロ程度を目安にシステムの補助なしでテレパシーを送れるってわけ。とはいえ負担が大きいんでグループに入ってもらうぞ。パーソナルポートを開放してくれ。
各班の代表はナギ、ユイト、ツグミとする。それぞれ渡るの誘導を受けて所定のゴールまで向かえ。途中の会議は全て討伐を試みろ。叶わないと判断した場合逃走を許可するがゴールにはたどり着けよ。以上だ。
了解。じゃあまた後でな。
頑張って。
Alright. Let's check out the brain map. Brain map shows you what skills you have learned, allows you to learn new skills by using BP. Skills are split into categories. Some routes only have a single path to learn the entire skill set, while other skill sets branch into adjacent categories. Yeah, so pretty much this is the skill tree, essentially. Alright, what I usually get is... Where's the, was it follow-up attack? Perfect dodge, slam attack. Slam attack, definitely. This is a skill I used a lot. Really good. This is a good skill to use if you're doing air combo and stuff. That's definitely a good one to get. What else is there? Power up, attack 5. Attack up 2. Follow-up attack. Drive status. Auto heal. Small amounts, psychokinesis. Look at this one. There. Attack up. And then I'll get aerial dash. Look at this. There. Items. Anything else or trillion experience. I can put that. Alright. Items. I'll put her there. It actually doesn't really matter the part because of this this thing over there called the SES system, which is basically like you get a power from one of your teammates, and even if they're not on your team, you can still get their ability. So, but I put her because I like her hammer. She has like a hammer and stuff. So, yeah. All right, let's go.
行動だが、何かあったらブレイントークで情報共有してくれよ。
SAS is a brain-to-brain connection with virtual cable that allows you to temporarily use allies' powers. SAS menu is displayed in the lower right of the screen during battle. Pressing R1 and any of the face buttons will activate the SAS entered into each slot. Each power effect lasts for a limited time. When the gauge reaches 0, the effect will stop. You can stop the effect yourself with either R1 plus the right thumbstick, or R1 and one of the face buttons. Each power occurs at a different rate, but once it does, you can use it again. Is Japanese the only language setting in the demo? No, there's English, but I prefer Japanese, to be honest. I just think Japanese sounds better than English, but obviously it's cool if you want to set it that way. I mean, what was it, like Code Vein I put in English because it has like a very Gothic European kind of aesthetic, so that one I actually did put in English, but everything else I tend to just keep it in Japanese. Yeah. Anyways. Astral, yes. SES Pyrokinesis. By borrowing Pyrokinesis, flames engulf weapons and PK objects for the attack. Weapon combos will have an increased area, it increases damage to the enemy, and can also cause burn status when repeatedly used. It is effective against enemies with oiled status. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Hyana B. I'm getting that wrong. Alright. And that's called a brain crush. That ability that I just did, where I did a finisher, that's a brain crush. Pretty much works the same way like with Platinum games where you do like a finisher and stuff. It basically works like that. Oh, you know what? Actually, I forgot. There's actually a skill where if you do a brain crush, then it refills your SES meter. I should have gotten that, but well, it's fine. How many characters can you bring in your party? 2. You can have 2 characters in your party. Yeah, you can have 2 characters in your party, so pretty much one more than Code Vein. Like Code Vein, you can have 1 partner, but here now you can have 2. God, the combat is just so good in this game. And this is just like, you know, you can only have like a few upgrades and stuff, and it feels good to play. I can't imagine when you're fully upgraded how the combat's gonna be. It's probably gonna be like some like DMC, like where you're gonna be doing like 100 hit combos and like stuff like that. Special object attack. Hold down L2 to consume the PK gauge and attack with special objects. After hitting the enemy, input the follow-up command shown on screen to control the special object for additional attacks. Follow-up commands change based on the type of special object. Honestly, though, the thing is that changing your party doesn't really do too much because it's not like because you always have your SAS abilities no matter who's in the party. and you also have a what was it called? Assault vision, I think, which is that one thing a little earlier where it was like triangle and circle. There's that too. That doesn't like that. See right here, any of your partners can show up. It doesn't have to be ones that are in your party. It can be anyone. Really, changing your party just changes who's in it. That's about it. Like who's helping you out. That's pretty much what changes. Doesn't really change too much, you know. It just basically changes who's helping you out. That's basically all it is. Not that I mind that though, but it's not like Coven where, you know, each partner has different ability, like a different weapon and a different ability, you know. It's not necessarily like that, you know. Brain Drive effect. Activating Brain Drive comes with many additional effects, such as increased attack speed, reduced psychokinesis gauge consumption, and reduced lifting time for psychokinesis objects, allowing for a more expeditious fight. The Brain Drive gauge will be displayed while it is active, and after a certain amount of time, it will automatically deactivate. When outside of battle, the Brain Drive gauge will deplete more slowly. Yeah, that thing always activates automatically. That meter on the right side of my health, that's what it is, the drive gauge. That's pretty much something that activates automatically. I'm not too sure on if it should be like that, because, I mean, yeah, it's slower when you're out of combat, but, you know, there's a part of me that thinks, like, it should be set to where it's, like, you can use it, so you, like, it should be manual instead of automatic, so that way you can use it for the right time, you know? Oh yeah, much like with Astral, there's like perfect dodges you can do and stuff. Yeah, and the way how you get the brain crush is that yellow meter at the bottom. Essentially, that's kind of like a stun gauge. When that goes down all the way, then you can do that brain crush with the L2 button. Alright, this guy gotta get through. I gotta use their teleportation there. And some of these abilities are pretty dope, like R1 and square, the Cyberpunk. I don't know how to pronounce that word. That one's like armor, essentially. You're invincible to damage for a limited time. And then R1 and X is clairvoyance, which is basically for like enemies that are invisible. That's what it is.
それにしてもすごい場所だな。
街が上にあったり下にあったり、子供の頃に行った遊園地の VR みたい。
そこはもともと渡月への中継拠点だった衛星都市だ。もっとも5年ぐらい前に怪異の襲撃で都市機能が麻痺しちまってな。このありさまだよ。
渡月って渡月橋の拠点の町のことですよね。ちょっとカルトっぽい。
おっと、カルトなんて言っていいのかな。カゲロウはもともと渡月橋の伝道者で神職だったんだぜ。
え、あの人が神職？
おーい、聞こえてるぞ。生徒招待のグループトーク使ってるの忘れんなよ。
ごめんなさい。
まあしゃあないわな。気にするなよ。親が信者だったから自然と神職になっただけで、教えには全く興味ねえし。
今じゃ菊池場がそんな風になっちまって、教団から周防に来る人間もあんまり見かけなくなったけどな。
何ですかあのドローン。
ジャミングしといたのにもうバレた。隊長、カラスです。
もう鍵つけてきたか。気をつけろよみんな。
カラス？マスコミ。
みんなカラスが大々的に取り上げてくれるぞ。テンション上げていこうぜ。
空にある街のビジョン、投影装置の故障かな。綺麗だけどなんだか怖いね。
ああ、なんていうか。
Another thing too also is items also. There's two different well, I wouldn't say two different kinds, but like there's one for yourself and then there's one that's for everyone. So if it's just this one, that's just for me, but if it's this one, it heals everyone. But yeah, this is even the environment is very reminiscent of Astral because it has this like very, you know, kind of cyberpunkish kind of like, you know, vibe to it and stuff. Can you upgrade your party characters? They can level up, but I don't know if you can like upgrade like their skills. There is a thing where you can increase their bond, but that doesn't really change in this since it's a demo. I imagine that is like, you know, like increases like those the assault visions that you can do, which is the triangle and square attacks that would occasionally show up. Like they can level up, but I don't think there's like a skill tree where you can at least not in this demo where you can like upgrade them themselves. SAS Scalar Kinesis. By borrowing Scalar Kinesis, you harden your entire body and render enemy attacks ineffective. The effective time shortens with the number of enemy attacks. Use it when there are no means to escape the enemy's attack. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Gemma. See, like, there's this thing with bonding, so and it's supposed to be like it gives you like bonuses for your for like certain like stats and stuff. So I imagine that's gonna be a big part. There we go. The weird thing though is like I thought that when you level up you would get like BP, but no, for like upgrading, but no, like because it said leveled up and I go into the brain map, but I only have just one. That's it. I think probably this might be just because it's a demo. I think probably when the main game comes out, probably it's gonna be every time you level up you get a you get BP for upgrading, because it's a little weird that you don't get anything for leveling up. It's really weird. So I don't know, that might be like a demo thing probably. Probably in the full game you'll be able to get it for leveling up, I imagine. SAS teleportation. By borrowing the teleportation power, circle steps become teleportation moves, allowing you to attack dangerous close-range enemies with quick strikes before retreating to a safe distance. Performing a weapon attack while in range of a target teleports you next to the enemy for a slash attack. It also allows you to move through walls. Effects will be as you strengthen your bond with Luca. The teleportation's really cool too. Let me get this stuff really quick. And the cool thing is when you finish the demo, you get an item. They don't say what it is, but I imagine it's probably like maybe cosmetic or something like that. Or it could be a really good item. I don't know. Let me get rid of these things first. Let me throw this thing at him. There. There we go. Make sure you get all the items first. I could tell you're an expert gamer. Yeah, I played this demo a couple of times actually beforehand on Xbox, so I have a pretty good idea of how the combat works and stuff. Of course, the thing is, there's pretty much a lot more things because obviously there's, as you saw in the skill tree, there's way more stuff there that I can't get to yet. But so far, yeah, I can do some pretty good combos, but I'm sure when the full game comes out, you're gonna be doing some, like, ridiculous, like, 50 combos or something like that. SCS Clairvoyance. By borrowing the Clairvoyance power, you can detect invisible enemies and see through poor visibility conditions such as fog. Additionally, perfect dodges are easier to execute, allowing you to trigger a powerful read attack by performing a weapon attack immediately after. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Sugumi. There is one weird thing though, and it's like how you lift enemies up. Like when you do that uppercut, they don't always go up in the air. It's a little weird sometimes. Still, I love the combat in this game. So much fun. I think the way you can tell a game's gonna be good is if you replay a demo a ton of times, like I did with this. When it was first on Xbox, this demo, I played it a ton of times. So I probably play it like, I don't know, like 14 or 15 times, I think. That's usually a good sign. If you play a demo a bunch of times, that's usually a sign. That's usually a sign that you're gonna love the game. Sounds pretty addicting. Yeah, oh man, I remember I played it the first time I played, and I was like, I'm gonna play it again. I was like, it's basically that mentality of like, I'll do it one more time and then I'll stop. But then you just keep going and going and going. It's like that, you know. Like I play it one time and it's like I'm like, okay, I'll stop now. But then it's like I'll play it again, and I just keep going again and again. It just doesn't stop because it's just so much fun. No, so I'm definitely excited for this game when it comes out, especially when we get full access to the skill tree. Oh man, I can't wait to see what kind of combos you can pull off. You know when it comes out? It comes out on the 22nd of June. That's when it comes out. On PS4, PS5, Xbox One, and Xbox Series X, and PC. That's when it comes out. Oh, there's one more. Alright, let me get some items now. That's my health. Still got health. But yeah, the combat in this game, it's definitely not like some people say Covain. It's definitely nowhere like Covain. Oh, hold on guys, I'll be right back. Hold on. Mom's calling me. I'll be right back. Hold on, sorry. Okay, everyone, I'm back. Sorry about that. Had to get the mail. Okay. Hey, Botch. What's going on? I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Just playing some Scarlet Nexus. The demo just came out today. Alright, let's continue now. Figured I'd drop in and say hello. Yeah, thanks, Botch. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. You know, having a lot of fun with Scarlet Nexus. I've mentioned this before. I have played this before on Xbox, on my brother's Xbox, so I have an idea of how the combat works. So that's why I can pretty much, like, you know, start doing like combos and stuff. But yeah.
一番乗りはユイト班だな。
やったね、ユイト。
ああ、でもなんか変な音がしないか。
ユイトナイスだ。近くに怪異の反応がある。いや、待て、こいつは重大怪異だ。隊長、すぐに目的地点に重大怪異出現。
重大怪異って過去に海抜軍を殺してる怪異よね。
隊長、
他の班がたどり着くにはもう数分かかる。新兵が厳しい相手だが持ちこたえろ。来るぞ、ユイト、花火。や
るしかないな。行くぞ、花火。
オッケー、やろう、ユイト。
力を貸してくれ。
こいつ確かに手強そうだぞ。
I'll be careful with this guy because he'll try and, if I get too close, he'll start to hit me and stuff. So I'm patient.
何かの資材がぶら下がってる。ユイトの念力でドーンってあいつに落としちゃおうよ。
よし、任せろ。
Let's drop this thing. There we go. Pyrokinesis now. There.
いいぞ、敵は燃えてる。重大怪異相手だからって器用なよ。視野を広く持て。特にユイト、お前の超能力は周囲の物体を利用するものだ。目の前の敵だけにとらわれるな。はい。
There's nothing to drop on him. I mean, there's that, but he's not close enough. He wasn't right under the thing. I couldn't throw that thing, unfortunately. There we go. Now I can. There we go. There we go. We're done.
やったか。ユイト、無事か。
お前ら巻き込まれたくなけりゃ離れてろ。
それではスメラギ上等兵にお話を伺います。おめでとうございます、スメラギ上等兵。
はあ。
今のご気分は？
Oh yeah, and there's also an anime coming out for this game. Comes out on the it was either the 1st or 2nd of July. I think it was the 1st of July it comes out, the anime. So that's cool. I imagine it's probably gonna be like a it's basically gonna be a retelling of the story of this game probably. I imagine that's what it's gonna be. Makes me wish they did one for Code Vein. They did an anime for Code Vein. That would've been dope. What networks would it air on? Well, here in the US it's supposed to be Funimation, is where it's supposed to air. So, as for everywhere else, I don't know. I just know that here it's Funimation. We gotta do her, which is the girl you saw there with the white hair. That's her. She plays differently. Her, it's like instead of a sword, it's like she uses these floating knives. That's what she uses. But yeah, I can't wait for this game when it comes out. You know, like I said, I played the demo on Xbox a bunch of times, and it's so much fun. It's a lot of fun. If I'm having so much fun from a demo, that's definitely a good sign that this game's absolutely gonna be really good. And the bright side is that while I'm waiting for Lost Judgment, I can play this in the meantime. The Astral Chain vibe when it comes to the environment and the gameplay. A lot of things just scream like Astral Chain, which isn't a bad thing. Some people would say like, oh, they're just ripping off Astral Chain, and sometimes they'll say that as like a negative, but I don't really think of that as a negative, to be honest. Because pretty much games, they tend to take from other games. At least if it's gonna take something, like if it's gonna like kind of copy something, I'd rather it be that it's from something good. Thank you for playing. Congratulations, you get a special item for the full game. The item you get depends on your progression in the demo, so please keep your demo data. Alright, now we're on to Kasanes now. We're gonna do Kasanes next now. I don't know if you want me to play the tutorial, because this one's gonna be, well, it's pretty much mostly gonna be the same. I guess we could skip it because it's pretty much the same thing, so yeah, we'll just skip it. It's pretty much the same. It's just that the only difference is it's going to explain like how her attack works and how her special attack works. Basically, instead of like a spinning move that Yuito does, hers is like, it's kind of like a backdash attack. That's her special. So like you can attack for a bit and then you can press triangle and then do a backdash attack essentially. That's what it is. You can still do combos with her, but I don't think you can really do it as well as Yuito. Like, you saw me with Yuito, I would, like, get him up in the air, do a couple of attacks, and then I would, like, you know, drag him down to the ground. Kasani, it's a little harder. Not super hard, like, it's not like, you know, oh, like, I can't do combos at all, but she's definitely not as combo heavy, at least in the air, as Yuito.
エデン隊長、質問よろしいでしょうか。あら、ナオミ。海抜軍は名前で呼び合う慣例があるの。そんなにかしこまらないで。みんな見た目と年齢がちぐはぐでしょ。
I love the music in this section. I really like it.
海抜軍が重視するのは強さだけってことだ。
強さだけって言い方はあまり好きじゃないけど、大体はそういうことね。それで質問は何かしら。
I'll be going now. See you later. Okay, boom. No worries. Thank you for showing up. I hope you really like this, the gameplay for this game. I really hope you like it. Thank you so much for showing up. Really appreciate it. I hope you have a good day.
半径500キロ程度ならシステムの補助なしでテレパシーを送れるわ。ただ体力を消耗するからグループに入ってもらうわね。ナオミ、カサネ、パーソナルポートを開放して。 各班の代表はナオミと、あら、重ねなの？シデン偉いわ。新入隊員に班長を譲ったのね。
いえ、私の方がふさわしいと思ったので志願しました。
はあ？まあそれで納得したなんて、シデン偉いわよ。さて、早速任務にかかりましょうか。はるかの誘導で所定のゴールへ向かってちょうだい。途中の回は全て殲滅。ただし叶わないと判断した場合は逃走を許可します。以上よ。了解。それじゃあかさねちゃん、気をつけてね。
試練をあまり挑発するなよ。
Alright, let's go to her skill tree now. Frame up, yeah. Alright, slam attack, aerial follow-up attack, brain crush. This is actually a really good skill, actually. Brain crush SAS restore, this is a good one, actually. I recommend this skill. Because basically, when you do a brain crush, that refills your SES meter. That's basically what it does. And it refills it a lot, actually. Like, a quarter will go down, and it'll be, like, all filled up, so that's a really good one to get. Slam attack. Yeah, definitely the slam attack, yeah. That's always good to have, too. Follow-up attack, and 3 consecutive follow-ups. Perfect dodge. Attack up. Mid-air attack. Drive status. Increase psychokinesis gauge from aerial attacks. Yeah, I'll get this, actually. Since I do a lot of aerial attacks, I'll get that, yeah. Alright. Let's get going now.
みんな、聞こえるわね。別行動中でも、ブレイントークでいつでも全員と連絡が取れるから、何かあったらすぐに知らせて。
新都市開発特区か。つまらん場所だな。
任務に面白いもつまらないもないでしょ。
バカめ、この辺りは大した怪異が出ない。新兵にはもってこいの訓練場所なんだ。僕ほどの超能力者になれば。
何？あのドローン。ジャミングしといたのにバレたのね。強化隊長、カラスです。うちにカラスの餌食になるような子いたかしら。カラス
カラスってマスコミのことですか？
ランドールのお嬢さん狙いじゃないのか？民間人を助けた英雄なんだから。
いえ、奥の立ち入り禁止区域に児玉正体が出撃中です。おそらく嵐狙いでは。
嵐も気の毒にな。カラスにつきまとわれて。
せっかく児玉隊から外れたのに、また奴らの近くで戦うのか。
みんなカラスの中継がかなり邪魔だと思うけれど、気を取られないでね。ジャミングされてる時点で招かれざる客だって理解できないのかしら、カラスって。仕方ないわ。マスコミは海抜群の活動を中継する権利を立て、やりたい放題だもの。
うっとうしいな。まあ有名税ってやつだな。
こんなところね。
As you can see, her weapon is basically knives that she can throw, essentially. Well, not throw, but like kind of like, you know. SES, brain connection, yeah, we've seen this. SES electrokinesis. By borrowing electrokinesis, the attacks and psychokinesis objects will have electricity. It can inflict shock status when daily used. Effective against enemies with soak status. Additionally, weapon combos create sparks, making it easier to damage airborne enemies. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Shiden. Alright.
私に任せて。
僕の超能力を使え、重ね。この僕がサス接続してやってるんだ。せいぜいうまく使いこなせよ。できるものならな。
無駄よ。
Yeah, you see how much it fills up the SAS meter on the bottom right? It fills it up a lot. Definitely get that skill.
なるほど。それがお前の念力での戦い方か。そこそこ応用が効く超能力らしいな。
取りなさい。水波川上空って断絶の帯が濃くなってる場所よ。
ああ、そうだ。町の建設中に断絶の帯の流れが変わって怪異が多発する場所になってしまった。強力な怪異は多くはないが。
いける。積み。
There we go.
気を抜かんようにな。
近くに物資反応があるっぽいな。
And that's the other cool thing too. You don't need to do it up close, the brain crush. You can do it from a distance. Not sure how it's gonna be though, like if it's gonna be like in here where you pick a character and then you play as them for the entire game, or if it's like gonna be like you kind of go back and forth between the two. I don't know how it's gonna work exactly. I mean, here it's you pick the two, you pick either of the two, but I don't know if in the actual game it's gonna be like you're actually gonna be like, you know, you get to pick and then you play as them for the entirety of the game, or if it's gonna be like you just keep switching back and forth. I don't know. I don't mind either way. SCS velocity, while borrowing hypervelocity, you can move at a pace that makes it feel as if time slowed down. Use it when confronting fast enemies or those you want to finish off quickly. Effects will be as you strengthen your bond with Arashi. Okay. It's when they say velocity you should use, but actually invincibility is actually better against these things, actually. Since they can't see you, of course.
Naomi, 緊張しているのか？少し呼吸が浅くなっているようだが。
あ、はい、少し。 でも大丈夫です。深呼吸するといいわよ。ナオミは重ねのことも心配なのよね。
重ねもナオミのことを心配していたな。いい姉妹だ。
But yeah, Kasani's pretty fun. They're both fun, but I definitely prefer Yuito just a little more. I prefer him a little more. I mean, obviously the one thing she does have that's better is range. That's the one thing she has that's better than Yuito, is range. But when it comes to combos, like, yeah, you can see me like I'm doing the like the air combos and stuff, but the problem is the slam. They usually fall to the ground, I can't get the full, like, attack on them. I'll get the last part of the attack, but I can't get it all together.
次はあとは任せてよ。
俺の出番みたいだ。さすが重ね。
今ね。重ね決めろ。おとなしくして。もらった。
I love those finishers. Really cool. SES duplication. By borrowing the duplication power, you can duplicate objects to use for psychokinesis. While active, enemy shields are easier to break and allows you to attack with multiple objects. Extremely effective when you want to finish off multiple enemies at the same time. Additional effects will be as you strengthen your bond with Kyoka. Range knife, yeah, it does. There we go. But yeah, Kasane, she's not bad. She's pretty fun. I just prefer Yuito a little more. I like his sword a little more than Kasane's, like, throwing knives. I mean, she doesn't throw them, but, you know, she spins them around and stuff. Also, you can also get material, although you can't really do anything with it, but I imagine it's probably going to be like either you sell it or it's for like upgrading, I imagine. Like if you want to upgrade, you know, psychokinesis or something, I don't know, you probably, or no, probably not for your like skill tree, but like for your equipment, like weapons and like clothing or whatever. I imagine that's what it's going to be for. SCS invincibility or visibility. By borrowing the invisibility power and vanishing, you will go undetected by enemies. You can sneak up to the enemy's weak point and attacks, air attacks, well, uppercut attack, special attacks, and PK attacks. When the enemy does not detect you, are always critical hits that apply massive physical and crush damage. You can execute a powerful backstab attack that deals enormous crush damage by holding triangle while invisible and releasing it once it's charged. Additional effects will be added as you strengthen your bond with Kagero. Try it again, because it stops me. There. Invincibility is really good. I love that skill a lot. Since you can do that backstab essentially, it's really good. I mean, really all the abilities are good. Teleportation, pyrokinesis, electrokinesis, they're all really good actually. Hey Eden, what's going on? How you doing? Hope you're having a good day today. I'm doing good myself, playing some Scarlet Nexus. Playing the demo, I should say, not the full game, the demo. It just came out on PlayStation today. It was on Xbox a week ago, but now today it just came out on PlayStation, so I'm streaming it. I have played this demo, I have played this before on Xbox, so I'm pretty much used to the combat and stuff. Get rid of this guy first. But yeah, I hope you're doing good, Aiden. I hope your day's going good so far. I'm doing fine, had my job practice today, so I'm kind of exhausted. Glad to hear that you're doing fine. Oh, okay, Aiden. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I'm doing good too, yeah. Just enjoying some Scarlet Nexus. I definitely can't wait for this game. Oh yeah, did you I forgot to mention this much earlier. I'm really excited for VF5 Ultimate Showdown. I can't wait for that, especially since it's free. Are you gonna play that, Aiden, when it comes out? I mentioned probably you are since it's free. I'm definitely gonna get it. Absolutely, I'm excited for that. It looks really fun, and it's cool because it actually is confirmed they are using the Dragon engine from Yakuza, so that's really cool. It's funny because in the trailer, when they showed the Ryu got Gotoku, the same people that did the Yakuza games, when I saw it, I was like, oh, immediately, yup, I knew it was it was gonna be the Dragon engine. It looks really nice, how the game looks and stuff. It looks really nice. Not to say that the original like 5 didn't look good. It looks great still, but definitely how they did in this one looks fantastic. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a try. That's cool, Aiden. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna play it when it comes out. The thing is, I did play a bit of Virtual. I think you did see it when I was playing Judgment. I was playing some Virtual Fire 5, so I have a little bit of kind of like preparation for it. The bright side is now I'll be able to train, because in Judgment I couldn't. Well, in the Yakuza there is no training mode. It's essentially just the arcade game. That's it. Although you can play 2-player versus, but there's no online or training. So essentially, if I had to get good, I had to pretty much just learn the different moves and stuff. Can't wait to play a VF game and go deep into it. It's really fun. It actually doesn't play too differently from Dead or Alive, actually, to be honest. I actually made the controls like Dead or Alive, and it doesn't play too differently. I mean, obviously there's some differences, like, for example, there's no parry thing where, you know, like up left, down left, and just left, you know, like there's nothing like that, you know. Although some characters I think do have counters. Some characters do have counters. Like I think Jackie has a counter. Yeah, they have similarities. Yeah, they're pretty different. Yeah, they have there's a lot of similarities between the two. I mean, they both have like when your opponent's on the ground stuff, you can like, you know, you could do kind of like a jump attack when they're on the ground. Virtual Fire does that too. Let me throw this thing now. There we go. But yeah, they're pretty similar, which explains why in DOA 5 the Virtual Fire characters, when you play them, they don't really play too differently. They play pretty much the same way essentially. They also have stagger, escape thing, and weight classes. Yeah, that too. Of course, there are some differences. Like for example, VF, they have ring outs. DOA, well, take that back. It used to have ring outs. I think the first game was when they actually did ring outs, because I don't remember any of the other games doing ring outs. You would get like knocked off the stage, but it would just keep going. But there wasn't really any ring outs. I think the first DOA was the only one to do ring outs, I think. But from what I heard, VF is very unforgiving for input buffering. I mean, it's one of those games that, like, it's easy to get into, but really hard to master. Like, it takes a lot of practice to get good at it. I definitely wouldn't say I'm an expert at VF, nowhere close. If I were to go against someone that's been playing it for like 20 years or something, they would destroy me. They'd probably be getting like excellent after excellent after excellent, which is a perfect, you know. It would begin like excellent every single round on me. So that's really what it is. It's easy to get into, but hard to master. Like control wise, it's pretty easy. It's pretty easy. Like if you wanted, I would just make the controls more like DOA, so it makes it a little easier to get into and stuff. But definitely when you're trying to learn all the moves and stuff, it definitely is very like time consuming. You definitely need to. There's definitely a lot of things you gotta learn in the game. You saw that you can play with the VF1 graphics? Yeah, I saw. That's pretty cool. I like that. That throwback where you can play the, you can have them in their VF1 model. That's pretty hilarious. I like that. I like that. And I think, what was it, I even saw, what was it, they also announced, like, merchandise, like, what was it, you can even, there's a, you can get, like, the soundtrack for both Ultimate Showdown and the first one. And that's another thing too, also they said the music in Ultimate Showdown is gonna be different. It's gonna be different. It's gonna be an original soundtrack. I don't know how the soundtrack, I don't know like any of the songs yet for the new one. The ones I have listened to are from Final Showdown, which is the old one, of course. I like some of the songs in that one. The songs in that one are pretty cool. But I'm not sure how in Ultimate Showdown they're gonna be. But they did say it's gonna be a new soundtrack. But considering that it's Sega, I'm definitely expecting it to be really good and stuff. Because when it comes to their music, Sega always knocks it out of the park. Especially in their Yakuza titles. I would definitely say Yakuza is like the absolute best video game soundtrack nowadays. Not to say that other games don't have good soundtracks, like, you know, when it comes to like Platinum or like Square Enix, they also have some really good soundtracks, but definitely I would say Sega is absolutely the master when it comes to video game music. I think honestly if they wanted to just be like a music label or something, they could do it and they would make a ton of money. Because they always make tons of really good songs. But yeah. Judgment has a really good soundtrack. Yeah, Judgment. Oh, the soundtrack on that one's so good, especially when it comes to the boss themes. It's really good, absolutely. And and the thing I like is it fits because it definitely fits more with the like noir detective kind of vibe it's going for, you know. So yeah. Really good, yeah, Judgment, really good soundtrack. I definitely can't wait for Lost Judgment. I definitely can't wait to hear the soundtrack for that one too. And this game too, also Scarlet Nexus, this also has a pretty good soundtrack so far. The full soundtrack isn't out yet, of course, but so far, the songs in the demo, they're really good. Songs in this game are pretty good so far, so I can't wait to hear the soundtrack for this one. But yeah. I definitely can't wait to hear the soundtrack for VF5 Ultimate Showdown. I can't wait to hear the soundtrack for that game. And one other thing I also like too is they didn't add any kind of like special meter moves or anything like that. It's just like the original where you can only rely on your moves and skill. That's it. There's no rage arts. There's no what was it called? I'm trying to remember what was the special called in DOA 6 again? I can't remember the name for it. I'm trying to remember the name, because it's been a while. Ah, man, I can't remember what it was called. Something below it was called. I forgot what it's called, but, you know, there's nothing like that. There's no break blow, yes, thank you. That's what it was. There's nothing like that in Ultimate Showdown. They're not adding anything like that. No break blow, no rage art, nothing. You can only rely on your skill. That's it. That's what you have to rely on. You know, if you're getting your butt whooped and your health's low, you got nothing to help you out. You got no meter or whatever. You have to just be careful and just, you know, pretty much be good, essentially, you know. That's what you have to rely on. And that's cool, you know, that's very refreshing from a lot of other fighters. Not to say that having, like, super moves or anything like that is bad. There's nothing wrong with that. But yeah, I'm so glad that, they're not doing that with it. Although probably if they do VF6, they probably will. I have 4 days to play VF and then I have to play the Ninja Gang collection. Oh man. Ninja Gang, oh man. Honestly, like my brother's gonna get it, but I don't know if I want to play it because I played them before and I don't know, they just get really frustrating. Especially because of how enemies grapple you and stuff. Oh man, it gets so annoying. but yeah, it's but yeah, I'm definitely excited for VF5. Anyway, everyone, thank you for coming. I'm gonna end the stream here. I just want to play, obviously, the 2 characters, and then I'm just gonna end it. So, anyway, yeah. I think DOA5 did it right with the power blow. Yeah, I would say the power blow is better than the break blow. I think power blow is better. Because at least that, you know, you would have to combo the enemy and stuff for it to work. In 6, it was just, they can just do it out of the blue and then that's it. Thanks for the stream. Yeah, no problem, man. And everyone else also for watching the stream too. I really appreciate it a lot. I thank all for coming, and I definitely can't wait for this game to come out. Absolutely. I think honestly, I'll probably stream it from scratch. Unlike a lot of my other walkthroughs where I pretty much do new gameplays, this one I think I'll actually do from scratch. You know, where I have nothing. You know. And I don't mean in the sense like I beat the game and I'm gonna play it again from scratch. I mean like my first time ever playing the full game, I'm gonna start from scratch and I'm gonna stream it. But yeah, you know, thank you everyone for coming. Really appreciate it. Definitely can't wait for Scarlet Nexus when that comes out, and also I'm excited for VF5 also. So yeah, thank you so much. I hope you all have a great day, and I hope to see you in the next stream. So take care and bye.